Yo, trying to segue is actually tough, bro.
Hey, man.
No, I'm just reading the first subject. After the first subject, it's a piece of shit. But like getting the first topic and trying to segue into it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's
yeah,
really not that hard.
all right, let's see how you do.
All right, cool. Well, as you know, guys, we've reached the end of 2019.
Jeez, look at
It
that.
has been-
Flawless.
it's been a hell-
Effortless.
I had that. It just didn't come across right in my head.
Nah, get out of it, man.
Nah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
man. Let's
yeah,
leave
well,
it to you.
yeah.
As you know, guys, it's the end of the 2019.
So
yeah, I
basically, you
can't-
just repeating my bars.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm joking. You got this one.
Oh, thank you, Mo. So yeah, it's been a hellacious year. It's been full of-
Hellacious.
See, now he's just trying to hate. Who's envious now? DJ Envy over here.
I'm sorry. Don't ever call me that waffle color motherfucker.
Why not, bro? Anyway, yeah, man, it's been a great year for the ups and downs, amazing moments. Artists have risen to the top. Artists have fallen off. Artists have reached that middling position. You know, everyone's eating, everyone's making money, all that stuff, man. So this episode is basically just to round up the year, man. And that's for US and UK. And just go through our interpretations of what's been a great year for people, favorite albums, favorite moments, you know, winners of the year, losers of the year, all that kind of stuff, man. So today's going to be a fun one. So I guess we'll start off with our individual favorite albums of the year. This is always a nice, juicy topic to talk about.
Top 5 or?
Top 5, yeah.
Yeah,
Top
let's do
five.
top 5.
Okay, cool. Shall I go first?
You can go first.
You take the wheel, sir.
All right, cool. So I got Wale, Wow, That's Crazy. That's like been my favorite release of the year, man. I think that's probably his best album too. And like that's hard for me to say because I really enjoyed Ambition. But yeah, he definitely topped it with this one.
Really?
Yeah, for real. And then I got West Side Gun. As you might know, I'm a massive fan of the whole Griselda camp. But
Shout out
he,
Matt Common.
I think he released like 2 albums, maybe 3, including the group one this year. So this particular project called Hitler Wears Hermes 7. That was one of my favorite releases of the year. And then I've got Mad Gibbs, which is Freddie Gibbs and Madlib, Bandana. I thought that was just an amazing project from top to bottom to top, left to right, right to left.
All that.
It was just fire, man. And then I got Kano, Hoodies All Summer, which was for me just a return to form for Kano, man. It was dope to see him back as well after a couple years off. And yeah, man, I thought he dropped one of the best releases, UK and US combined. And then my last one is Little Sims, Grey Area. And that was like one of the early albums of the year that I loved. And prior to that, I wasn't even a massive Sims fan like that. What even happened was why I even started to listen to that album is because I went Brighton with my ex at the time. And I think I was trying to shop for vinyl. And there was a tune playing in the background. And I think it was Sims and what's this girl's name?
Cleo Soul.
Cleo Soul. And I was like, right, this is groovy. I kind of like this. So I Shazammed it.
So
and I
it's
was like,
groovy.
yeah, it's groovy.
Alright.
What's your problem?
I didn't say nothing but nothing.
But yeah, man, I Shazammed it and I thought, right, this tune's nice, man. So got home and then and it might have been the day that we actually started recording the pod.
Oh,
Yeah, it might have been the first recording session. But yeah, I went home.
Yeah, I think it.
that was
yeah.
your very first track of the week.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. So yeah, I went home, listened to the album. I was like, rah, this is fire. I was like really amazed. And then I dug into a bit of old stuff and I was like, rah, like Sims is actually amazing. So yeah, man, she dropped an amazing project as well. And yeah, man, that rounds off my top 5 of the year.
Do you not think the Griselda camp released too much? in the year?
If
Because
it's
between them, it's like 2 to 3 albums between them, and then obviously the group album as well.
If the quality matches up, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it's probably too much just because of the amount of music we're all consuming from other artists as well. But again, if it's quality, then I can deal with it. Like, I'll get to it when I get to it. But it's all been quality. It's been no filler, so I'm not mad at it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, man.
I just don't want to get to a point where the quality is dipping because they're releasing too much.
Well, Westside Gunn next year's his last year rapping. I think his last album's with Madlib actually. He's just announced he's doing an album with Madlib.
And then he's done.
Yeah, and then he's gonna like step back and do the more like behind the scenes stuff. For the...
You think it's an artist saying that, or he means it?
No, I think the only reason he started rapping was because at the time Conway got shot. So yeah, I think all his eggs were being put in one basket as far as pushing Conway at the time. And then when he got shot, he was like, oh shoot, I got to help push the brand forward. So I need to step into like the spotlight. And then he started doing what he was doing. And then Benny, because I think Benny was in jail, and then Benny came out and started rapping too. And then yeah, man, they just formed like Voltron.
Voltron.
Yeah, man.
Well, thank you, our Griselda correspondent.
You're welcome.
He
Anytime.
really is our Griselda correspondent.
How do you end your segments?
Or ringside rocking furs.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the fur. Jeez.
It's not fair. Oh, is it fur?
It's faux fur.
Faux fur.
It's
Still-
faux fur.
still- It's,
Ooh,
it's hella warm.
faux.
It's hella warm though.
It's must say it's faux fur. So my top five.
So Mohammed.
So my favorite albums. We've got a couple the same. I've got my favorite album is Rhapsody. Eve. I feel like that's number one. That's the only clear album I've got that's head and shoulders above the rest. Just personal opinion. All the rest I kind of jump on upon themselves. That's kind of the one for me who's head and shoulders above everyone else. The content, the beats, the lyricism, it just all fits at a ridiculous rate. So I've got Rhapsody number one. I feel like Dave's one's still there just because I've gone back to Dave's one a hella amount of times. So Dave's Psychodrama is number two. Well, not second favorite, but that's there as well. I've got Revenge of the Dreamers as well. Shout out
you
to,
Your boy.
I wasn't even going to shout out Cole, but seeing as we went there,
I mean,
Shout out to Cole.
This is label. So.
shout out to Cole and the rest of them. No, I'm joking, I'm not going to do that. Yo, no, legit. Shout out to the Cole and the gang.
Cole and the gang.
Yo, there's too many of them, fam, man.
You
Shout
got to
out
name him now.
Shout out to JID, shout out to Earth Gang, shout out to
Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox.
Bass.
Definitely shout out to Ari Lennox, shout out to Bass.
She dropped an amazing album.
She dropped
too.
an amazing album,
She
but
did.
it's not rap. So yeah, that's shout out to Revenge of the Dreamers is there as well. I've also got YBN. Yeah, I mean, do you want to say?
YBN Corday.
So I've got YBN, the other bit he named, with the Lost Boy. Just because I've gone to that album a ridiculous amount of time. So the way I've kind of done it is I've gone to albums I've gone back to the most out of kind of the ones I've named. I feel like YBN, we'll get into it later, but has had a ridiculous standout year. Just the quality of his album to me is underrated. I feel like it's maybe overlooked until the Grammy nominations came out. I feel like maybe a few people slept on his album that shouldn't be sleeping on his album. And I also want to put an asterisk there that even though I want to say a sixth name, Little Sims is there as well. Just as an asterisk. Little Sims, great area.
Fair dues.
But those five and Little Sims, I feel like are all standouts.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I forgot someone. I said five. I forgot Wretch.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I forgot Wretch. Because I remember
Good
I was thinking I named five people.
Shock.
Yeah, Wretch of
Shock and
Reflections
awe.
there. Just because I feel like, can you man stop making your
Bro,
bro? Can,
Every episode, bro.
bro, we're doing an album of the year. What do you want me to do, my friend?
But every other episode, is it necessary?
he loves Wretch, man.
Yo, fam.
That's
Okay,
it,
but you guys,
Go ahead, man.
you man are the only people that put hoodies all summer. But anyway, Wretch upon
not true.
reflection. What?
That's not true.
Why would you even wear a hoodie all summer? But I'm the dumb one. Anyway,
What do you need to reflect
He's
upon?
setting a tone though, innit?
what, wearing hoodies all summer?
Yeah.
Can you want to tell me what the tone is?
The tone is that crud shit, that hood grime shit that he came up on.
Okay, Sully.
Don't do that.
What?
Because at least Wretch never had a leading role in a Netflix show.
That's
Talk about it.
because Rex is still a relevant rapper.
As is Kano.
Is he?
Kano's way more relevant than Wretch.
You're bugging. Do you want to go to kids right now and ask them? Because I work
Yeah,
with
for
you.
sure. Let's do
I
it.
work with you.
Let's
They
do
know them man know Kano Sully. I promise you.
that doesn't matter. That adds to his relevance.
You
How
think
did- how
Kano
did they know
is
Wretch?
more?
How did they
That's
know
why
Wretch?
everyone under 20. You think they know Kano over Wretch?
Yes.
Message anyone that you know under 20.
How
right
do they
now.
I
know
don't chat
Wretch?
to anyone under 20.
What?
How do they know Wretch?
Because he's more in your face. Daily Duppies, Grand Dailies,
Yeah, just because Kano's low,
Fire in the Booths. I'm saying he's more in your face.
Kano's more distant.
That's my point.
That's a fact.
That's my point. So if we're talking kids, they will know Wretch before they know Kano.
I disagree. 'Cause
Besides
they all
Sully.
watch Top Boy.
I said besides Sully.
It don't matter. It all adds to it. You can't
They know.
decide.
That's why the rapper. But anyway, I digress. The person that's got a
Ooh,
better album,
digress.
Wretch Free 2, is in my top five. So it's top them five plus Little Sims rounds up my album of the year. With Rhapsody clearly number one, and the rest kind of follow suit. I will put YB in second though.
Yeah, he's had a great year. And I was kind of like very pleasantly surprised by him and his rapping ability because obviously he's from that YBN crew, and
They'll
it's
shit.
part of a new wave of just like ignorant rappers really, and he's anything but that. So yeah, man, shout out to him.
Shout out to YBN.
Thank you. Not
Yours?
gonna- Thank you. So yeah, my one. I'm just going off like what I've returned to the most and what I think musically are some of the best, or some of my favorite albums of the year. So number one is it's clear, Bandana, Freddie Gibbs and Madlib. I go to that album probably more than I should. Like I listened to at least half of it.
Just for those that don't know, do you want to tell the people who Freddie Gibbs and Madlib are?
Oh, we're not doing that, bro. That was so unnecessary.
That was very unnecessary. Why? I didn't do that to you. I didn't do that.
So
to
you did shit on Wretch?
I didn't shit on Wretch.
Alright.
What did I say about Wretch?
I don't know, but you put Freddie Gibbs and Madlib in your thing as well, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Anyway,
For those that don't know, Madlib is a producer and Freddie Gibbs is a rapper who got arrested overseas and now makes music again.
But you know they're probably performing to a larger crowd than Wretch, right?
The concert you went to, how many people were there?
Yeah, but that was that venue.
My
though.
friend, I'm asking the question.
That was that venue.
it was
though.
sold out.
No.
But I couldn't tell you
What was the venue?
It was Shepherd's, no, not Shepherd's Bush. Kentish Town O2 Forum.
Yeah, registered in bigger places.
What? Because they performed at that one place?
That's all we could go off.
No, you can go off way more than that, bro.
All right. But anyway,
I mean, the boiler room was packed, so
okay. I just want to tell people who Freddie Gibbs and Madlib are, guys.
like we didn't just have a producer episode where I named Madlib my favorite producer ever.
I just want to tell people who Freddie Gibbs was.
Yeah, this is not working for
The
you.
Mo's a waste, man.
Anyway,
Hey,
yeah,
don't shoot the messenger, guys.
Bandana, yeah, it's just an amazing piece of work. It's got some of my favorite songs of the year. The chemistry between Freddie Gibbs and Madlib is clear to see. All the features came and killed it. Shout out to Pusha T, Killer Mike, Black Thought, Mos Def, everybody, man. So yeah, that's just an amazing album. Anytime they come together, it's always great. So shout out to them. Number 2, I've got Kano, Hoodies All Summer. Summer. Yeah, another amazing album. Kano is going through a renaissance period, really, after Made in the Manor, which was another great album. I didn't think he could really top it. Not because he can't, but because the album was so incredible to me. Then out comes Hoodies All Summer, which is so much better. It's got arguably the best UK track of the year, Class of Deja, with Gets and DWE, and a bunch of other amazing songs. Like the overall arc of the story and what he's trying to say and the messages, they're just so on point, especially with the times now. So yeah, that's a great album. Number 3, I've got Revenge of the Dreamers, Dreamville. It took me a while to get to this album. I didn't really listen to it until probably later in the year. Even with all the hype around the Dreamville sessions and who was there and who wasn't. I watched the Dreamville documentary just to get a wider understanding of like the ethos of Dreamville and all that stuff. Maybe part of me didn't want to give Cole his props or Dreamville their props, but anyway, that's a different story for another day. But yeah, man, for essentially a compilation album, it's just really good, man. Good beats, just rapping. I think the MVPs are clearly Cole and Jid. Cole comes through every time, Jid comes through every time, but also Earth Gang do their thing. Ara Lennox does her thing, Baz, and all the guests as well. Like, just some really dope songs on there. So yeah, man, shout out to Dreamville. 4th is Eve by Rhapsody. Yeah, man, she came through with another amazing project. I love the tribute to all the important women that she feels she needs to shine a light on. Yeah, man, just really, really good stuff. And yeah, man, she's just getting better and better and better. Long may that continue. And number 5, I got Little Simz, Grey Area. It came out near enough to the top of the year, but it's just an album that is just really, really good and I can't really stop going back to. So yeah, man, Simz has always been great. It's great now to see that she's getting the props that she deserves. She really does be one of the most consistent MCs that we've got.
Word.
So,
Do you man have any honourable mentions?
Sims was my honourable mention.
Okay, fine.
'Cause I
Yeah.
thought,
honorable mention, Danny Brown. You know what I'm saying. Amazing album. I've always fucked with Danny. So yeah, shout out to him. I feel like I've got another one. GoldLink. Shout out to GoldLink. Diaspora. Even though he's kind of fucked up with his comments about Mac Millen like over the last few weeks. It's just a really good album, man. Danceable. He's really got it right this time.
Yeah.
And Dave, Psychodrama. Another honorable mention for that because, yeah, man. It's a good one.
Yeah, man.
P?
I got Rick Ross, Port of Miami. That might have had one of my favourite hip hop tracks of the year.
Mate.
No, I'm not even Gold Roses. Turnpike Ike.
Turnpike Ike.
Bro, that's probably one of my favourite tracks of the year.
When he took Wale's beat.
Whatever, but yeah,
Did he?
Yeah, that was Wale's beat from Groundhog Day.
that's fine.
All right.
But yeah, that's an honourable mention.
Rappers do that all the time, though.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the same gang was also his song.
I got Rock Marciano's album, which is
Already?
Hey man, it's Rock Marcy, innit?
When did that
It was,
drop?
it was a fire album. I think it dropped like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, bro, I've been listening to it for the last week or two, and it's just been fire. And Game's album was really good too. So shout out to Game as well. And Little Brother dropped an amazing album.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
So
They did.
that was good to see them back together.
You think Rock Marciano would have been your favourite if he had a bit more time on it?
One of.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this year's been a really good year for rap, man. People disagree with me, but I've
It's been
really
a solid year.
enjoyed. I don't know if it's because I'm in my own bubble and I don't necessarily listen to every commercial release. Maybe it's because I'm listening to a lot more artists, hip hop artists that aren't as known. But I've enjoyed a lot of releases that have come out this year, man.
It's been quality
Yeah, I've
rather than
really enjoyed
quantity.
it.
Whereas
I
I think last year was quantity rather than quality. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because a lot of people didn't. Sorry, yeah, a lot of people didn't drop this year.
Yeah. Whereas last year it was with a bulk.
Everyone.
Yeah, and
Pretty
the
much.
quality wasn't maybe there. Whereas this year I felt like the quality was there over the quantity.
I feel like everyone like bar Kendrick dropped last year. Did Cole drop last year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cole
pretty
had
much
killed.
everyone.
Kill had killed at the top
I
of the
think
year.
where some people might disagree that it's been a good year for rappers because on a mainstream level, maybe the albums that came out didn't deliver, whereas on the underground quote unquote, was consistent. So the Rock
Yeah,
Marcianos, the Griseldas, the YBNs, and stuff like that. So
Sims.
maybe they're looking more at a top level rather than like all throughout the scene. If you feel
Yeah.
me. So I agree. I think it's been a solid year. It hasn't been like the greatest year. It's not been like 2013 or anything, but 2019 has been a solid
It's
year.
been a solid year for albums.
Fun?
It's been a solid year for albums.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
has been.
Yeah.
Has been. And loads of people have broken out as well. So like, yeah, we gotta give hip hop its props sometimes. It's been a good year.
Yeah. What about the most disappointed albums?
I got one.
Go on. You didn't even let me.
Yeah, you-
no,
yeah,
you
you
didn't
were
even let
quick,
me
bruv.
land.
Bloody hell.
He's
But
disappointed.
what do you mean by disappointment?
Just shit.
Did you have high expectations of these albums? Or?
Yeah.
I had some
Yeah, they didn't
expectations
meet
for
him.
this album.
Right. So clear. It's simply they didn't meet expectations.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had-
Or it could also be just albums you just did not enjoy that you
And-
thought you would.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I had some expectation for this album.
Oh boy.
And he failed. The album failed. He shit. The album shit.
Oh lord.
Bruh.
He's dead.
What is he? What?
No, as in he's dead, as in he's whack.
Oh,
Oh, no,
lost
no,
of
no.
life.
I'm
bro.
not killing someone. No. The person's still alive. I mean, he's breathing. His soul might be dead, but he's breathing. Where's Kanye West? Jesus is King.
Bruh.
Well, wait, you were disappointed
Bruh.
in that album, or
I
you just hate it?
hate that album.
Right. Fair
And I
enough.
think I said it on the podcast, like the first time I heard it was like, and the second time, third time, I'm like, yo, this is trash.
But did you have any expectations?
Yeah, because it's Kanye West, there's always expectations.
Yeah.
Just because it's Kanye, there's always he can. It's just, you know what I mean? It's
But
just
given-
Kanye.
but given-
His level of genius will never.
It would never die.
bring.
And there's
expectation-
little
not expectation.
little spits of his genius on the album. Just overall, I
But
feel
given
like
the context of everything around it, like, were you expecting something amazing?
it's Kanye.
Yeah.
It's like it's him. There's always, you know, when you say you can't take the genius out of someone, it's always there, and there's always spits of it. And I was just disappointed with the album. I'm just disappointed with him, but that's just another conversation for another day. But yeah, that's the album that's disappointed me the most this year.
I've got a few, man.
Okay, here we go, bro. You shoot your
I
gun.
think the worst album that I listened to this year, without a shadow of a doubt, The Big Day by Chance the Rapper. That shit was dumb.
I haven't even
trash.
listened to it.
And it's been reduced to a meme of him saying, I love my wife. Because literally that's all he
What?
says on the album. Like, he's very happy about being married. He loves his wife. He loves his daughter. But that's literally all throughout the album.
Listen,
And for-
man.
and
Hey,
for
man,
someone
he's
to-
in,
Big up
he's
Chance
in
man
love,
with his
man.
wife.
He's in love, man.
Nah.
Yo, what
Shut
kind
your
of
bitch ass up. I'm telling you, bruv. I don't need to hear that like every 2 seconds of a song, man. No,
Oh,
man.
fam, you know how fucking
Like, it's all well and good to love your wife, but bruv,
Shut your bitch ass up.
you can't give me acid rapping and give me this bullshit, man.
Let him
I'm
love
telling
his
you, man.
queen, King.
Look, by all means, shout out to Chance and loving his queen and all that shit, but shut your bitch ass up, bro.
That's such a great saying, fam.
Yo, The Big Day with the big trash, man. That shit was horrible, man. Oh,
Yeah, I
man,
feel
bad.
you because you're speaking with passion right now.
Oh man, that
A
was
lot
bad.
of people have said that, man.
It was bad, man.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I haven't listened to it, so I'll take your word for it.
I won't listen to it. So
I'm not a Chance fan.
neither
And
am
I suppose we could have expected this trajectory because obviously there was coloring book and all of that stuff, and I didn't really enjoy coloring book that much, but there was still some bangers. I can't take anything away from that album, from The Big Day. It's bad.
Not one good song.
Not one. It's bad.
Fuck.
It's very, very bad. I got another one, and this is one that I really wanted to like, and there was so much hype around it being amazing, and it was gonna be amazing. It was gonna be this breakout moment for this guy. Nothing Great About Britain by Slow Tie. I think.
Oh, you didn't like it?
It's not that I didn't like it. I was just left wanting more. Because
We spoke about this.
I was left wanting more because Slow Tie is like, he's dope. Like, he's around some great producers. His content is great. Like, he represents so much. Yeah, man, he was just a guy for so long, man. It was like he was a guy that we had a lot of hopes for because of the messages, of the music and everything like that. And then when it came out, it was like, I kind of wanted you to go a bit further. There were some songs I just didn't like. And a lot of the songs that he had released before, he just stuck at the end. So really, it's only about 8 or 9 original songs. So yeah, I was kind of just left wanting more. It's decent,
Yeah.
but it was just like, it probably could have been more.
Yeah, and I got I got Kanye, Jesus is King. That just wasn't it for me. I just did
Preach.
not. I think I liked about probably about
Say
two.
preach.
Preach.
I think I liked about 2-3 songs on that, but yeah, the rest, yeah, no, I'm good. I probably won't listen to that again. Big Crit is here. That was also a very disappointing album. I've always had high hopes for Crit, man, but I just feel like
I didn't get to that one.
he's still like trying to find himself, man. Like
He
I think he's had a lot.
He
of
definitely is.
I feel like he's had a lot of criticism as far as producing too much for himself, similar to J. Cole. So I think on this album he tried to get outside producers, and it just didn't work because I feel like he was steering on the verge of trying to be a bit too poppy and accessible, and it just didn't work, man. So yeah, I was disappointed with that album, man.
Big Crit trying to be pop.
Yeah,
That even sounds
listen
right.
to the album, bro. A lot of singing on the hooks and that, and you know, it just I don't know. There's just a seems like there's a commercial. They're trying to reach that commercial
Success.
like round minute, but yeah, I got Schoolboy Q's album. That was this year, innit? Crash Talk.
Yeah.
That was whack to me, man.
Whack.
Whack.
Bro, that album was whack, man.
Whack.
Yeah, bro. Compared to the others,
Wiggity whack.
yeah, I did not enjoy
Trash.
that album, bro. Yeah, I deleted it from my iTunes.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Yo.
Yeah, I really did not enjoy that, and I love Schoolboy.
Whack.
I love Schoolboy, but I was just really disappointed by that.
Now, while I admit, if you're gonna give us Blank Face and then give us Crash Talk,
Do you get what I'm saying?
I get it.
But it's not whack.
But it's not whack.
For me.
Well, yeah.
For me.
Hey, man, it's opinions, isn't it?
Maybe
I'm-
he was trying to lean more towards like the trappy.
Yeah, that's what he was. That's exactly what he was doing.
commercially
Yeah,
and stuff.
that's exactly what he was doing. And it's fine, man. Do you, man? Not everything's gonna be for me personally.
Facts,
So
facts.
you know, I'm not gonna completely cancel. I'm still gonna look forward to the next album, but this album just was not for me. I had Skepta, Ignorance is Bliss. I was really disappointed.
Come
by that,
on,
man.
man.
Bro, I was really expecting more from
Yo, I
him.
like that album. I'm sorry, man.
When I first
like that
heard
album, man.
Pure Water, I was like, yes, okay.
We're talking.
This is a Skeppy that I want. This is what I need to hear. I just, yeah.
That
When
was
I got,
grown man grind, man. It was
when I
very-
got to, I just was like,
Nah, man. When you give me What Do You Mean, yeah, that album's.
I don't know, man. Like the second,
Bullet
'cause
from a gun.
I'm saying.
that was a good song. That was the first song on the album, innit?
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. That was good, but I just didn't.
you
The whole project together, I just did not enjoy.
Did you like Grease Mode?
That was okay. That was okay.
House
don't know.
Bunny- House
This
Bunny-
might also speak to me as an individual because I don't listen to much grime anymore. So maybe
Yeah.
maybe that sound just doesn't appeal to me. So maybe it's not a bad project, but it just wasn't appeasable for my ears.
So
I
maybe it
get
was,
why you wouldn't like it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, maybe it just wasn't good for me.
maybe it was a case of like you listened to Pure Water, you liked it. Maybe that was like the grime rush that you maybe were looking for, and then when you actually got a grime album, you realized,
Yeah, exactly.
that's a grime too tough.
Yeah, maybe it was that. I don't know. But big up Skepta, man.
Oh, come on now,
Um,
N17.
Yeah, Common.
Shut up.
Common's album Let Love, that was disappointing. I feel like he needs to get away from like letting Robert Glasper produce for him. For people that don't know, Robert Glasper, he's a jazz musician, pianist, and he's been producing from his last like couple releases. And like this sounds that like I feel like not that he's pushing on Common, but I'm finding that Common's rapping more on since getting with him is like this minimal, just piano keys and like not much drums. Nah, man, I don't want to hear
love your
spoken word
drums.
from Common. Like, give me, I need like the Common that was like barring on Finding Forever or B. Like, I need that Common with the drums. He needs to get back with Kanye, to be honest. So
This
yeah,
Kanye?
I didn't, huh?
This Kanye?
Yeah, I feel like Kanye can still like
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
him with some nice beats.
Alright.
100%. I liked Let Love. I thought it was decent. It wasn't like amazing, but for a Common album in 2019, it was cool. I think that speaks to his. I think that speaks to his trajectory. Like
His level where he is now.
He's been that way. I think that way inclined for a long time. Like with the Robert Glaspers and the more jazzy stuff. So if anything, it was just like
No, I love
be-
that. I
couldn't
feel
be
like he
Common.
needs to get more with Kareem Riggins rather than Robert Glasper.
so he needs more drums basically.
Yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, and then my last one, even though me and you argue that it's not an album, I thought you said I think it's an album. If J. Cole's Revenge of whatever you want to call it is on there, I'm flipping putting this on there.
I don't like the way you done that, by the way. I honestly don't like the way you done that.
Yeah, listen to it.
So fucking.
Anyway.
I said, what do you call it?
Whatever, man.
Like
Listen,
it's Ellie Mae.
Nas Lost Tapes 2 was absolutely abysmal.
Can I just say, if we're counting that as an
Abysmal. Come on.
no, can I just say, if
It was
we're
absolutely abysmal.
You
if
know
we're
what
counting
abysmal
that
is?
as an
Yeah.
album, I agree with you.
The election result is abysmal. You're gonna put that and Lost Tapes 2 together.
Yeah.
Thank you for adding. That was good.
I'm putting Lost Tape 2 with Brexit. It was
you-
absolutely
No,
terrible.
no, no, no,
flip
no.
the table.
Yo. If
I'll flip
it's
the table.
no, if it's an album,
flip the
if
table.
it's an album, I'm on your team here, bro. Team Boris.
Wait, what?
No, if it's an album, because I didn't count Lost Tapes as an album. But if we're counting that as an album.
It's a compilation.
Oh, yo, throw that in the recycle bin and empty that
It's a
shit. fam.
compilation.
Whatever it is.
Yo, they throw that in the recycle bin and empty
Whatever
it.
it is.
It's trash.
It's just
trash.
It was
Trash.
Bro, it was really bad.
It's trash,
It's
bro.
not.
Yo,
it's not
bro,
trash.
It had
I'm a-
two
yo,
good songs on
yo.
there, but it was really bad.
Nah, man.
Bro, I'm a
I don't
Nas-
think it was trash.
I've said this before to you, man, off the
Yeah.
pod.
But I agreed with you.
You man don't like
I
criticizing
agree.
Nas.
Bro, I
That's
said
not
it's a
true.
trash album. I've been saying this. I didn't count it as an album.
You keep
though.
saying that.
People,
It's not
I
true.
feel like people don't like criticizing Nas. We got to call a spade, man. This was a horrible.
But it's also
release.
opinions.
It wasn't
bro.
a
It's also
horrible
opinions.
release. It was a decent release. I never once said it was like amazing.
Bro,
or
you're the
good.
same guy that thinks like flipping Nas I Am is an alright album.
It's an alright album.
Nah, sorry, man.
It's an alright album.
This is-
but
this
I've
is-
also
You're the
criticised Nas
same
in
guy
the-
that likes Eminem's ass like
Oh, so now you're trying to bring it back.
This is
Trying to
for
bring
the
it back.
for the
Trying to
people
bring
that
it
don't
back.
know. This is where Peter gets in his bag about telling people what they don't like and what they like.
Always.
Always.
Nah.
How he hasn't been snuffed.
The way he started the
I'm just
podcast is
saying,
the way
innit?
he's ending the year.
I'm just saying.
Consistency, guys.
I'm
But
just saying.
You
innit?
can't say I don't criticize Nas though.
Nas fans don't like criticizing Nas, I've realized.
Don't put me in that.
Anyway,
I feel like you might be in that sometimes.
No way.
Sometimes.
No way. I am not a stan to the point where
I never
I
called
am,
you a stan. You're not a stan.
that's what a
But
stan
I feel
is.
like
though.
Nas is quite precious to you. So I feel like you give him a lot more leeway that you wouldn't with other artists.
I'm just calling it as I see it.
Hey man.
Whether that's leeway is another thing entirely. But me saying that Nas I Am is a decent album isn't me giving him leeway. It's my opinion.
That's definitely leeway to me, bro.
That's not leeway, bro. That's not leeway. Anyway, you think what you think about Nas tapes, too, innit?
Yeah, man. That was
I
just
don't think Nas is losing sleep.
that was another one that I
Ooh.
deleted off the iTunes. See? Look at that. You see that? That was a jab, innit?
Oh, that was a bit of a jab.
See? That's what these Nas
That
fans
was a bit
do,
saucy.
bro.
Call it abysmal. Come
That
on,
was a
man.
bit
That's what these
saucy.
Nas fans do,
That was a
bro.
bit
Abysmal's a
saucy.
strong word. Abysmal's a strong word.
Oh, loosely.
Carry on.
That's it, man. It was just a horrible, horrible release.
All right, now you need to
You
chill
didn't-
out, bro.
you didn't see?
Yeah,
See?
yeah,
See?
you're going too
He's adding
far
more
with it.
sauce
You're
to
going-
it.
you're going
Why
too
did he
far.
need to say
You didn't need to
horrible,
horrible twice,
horrible?
bro. Yeah.
Abysmal.
Yeah, you're
Bruv.
at this point now. You're,
For the record, yeah, I
you're looking for a
absolutely
reaction.
love Nas.
You're actually looking for a
No,
reaction.
no, no. Fuck your record.
I
And
love
fuck
Nas.
your loving, fam.